listening to the Deep Purple Podcast, a fan podcast devoted to one of the greatest bands in rock history, Deep Purple. Your hosts, Nate and John, cover their shared history with the band, discover new music together, and cover the farthest reaches of the Deep Purple family tree and beyond. Here's Nate and John now.
Welcome to the Deep Purple Podcast, a fan podcast devoted to one of the greatest bands in rock history, Deep Purple. Today's episode is episode 380. Come taste. Oh no.
Come taste, oh no.
You'll see.
And coming to you from the suburbs of Chicago, where it is martini time, I'm your host, Nathan Beaudry.
And coming to you from the suburbs of Providence, I'm your co-host, John Dogwater Matola.
Oh, Dogwater. I know that one. My kids say that. Oh, you're Dogwater, man.
Why? What does it mean?
It means bad.
Oh, well, I mean, it is.
Yeah. But why is Dogwater? Or is this an AI prompt or a JI prompt?
Guess.
AI.
JI.
Well, I don't even know the context.
From real world experience. Well, I kind of like, I still want to play the game, but I had to take this week's nickname from a real life experience. So I'm wearing this shirt, this kind of a loose tank top, and I have my.
If you're not watching on YouTube, I can confirm John is wearing a shirt.
The guns are out.
Guns are out. Sun's out. Guns out.
So I have my reading glasses here like this, as one does. So I have them in the middle of the shirt hanging like that because I'm not currently wearing them. And I'm like, oh, it's time to change the dog's water. Lean over and the glasses just fall right into the bowl of slimy, disgusting, mucusy dog water.
You really painted that picture.
I just sat there for a second and I looked down and I was like, well, I guess those are going in the trash. And
you threw away the glasses?
Ultimately, I did not. I just wound up rinsing them off and put those filthy things back on my face.
You boiled them for 15 minutes?
I had to delicately, wash them with soap or whatever. But I'm like, I told the story to a few people and they're just like, there was like one guy who's like, dude, I have a baby. He goes, it's just like I've worn things and put things back and kept things that you wouldn't believe that have had, all sorts of stuff on them. So I'm like, all right, and I guess, kind of the same thing. Once you have like a kid or a pet or something, your standards change. So, but my first thought was just like, oh, great. It was like if I dropped him in like a filthy toilet, I would be like, nope, not doing it.
Depends who's filth, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like in this case, I'm just like, oh, it's just gross because you know how dogs are. They go over and you just go.
Our YouTube listeners will not hear that. Zoom definitely decided that was not an intentional noise.
But anyways,
they just slobber and slop all over it. One time I was at work and I was doing a wine tasting. And they had like a spit bucket and they made us share the spit buckets and it got really gross really fast. And it was somebody I didn't even know that I was sharing the spit bucket with. And it was just so disgusting. And I was just like, oh, I don't think I like wine or anything anymore. Wine or people.
Well, actually, I saw a t-shirt, which was awesome. It said, it looked like a rating, like a thing, with the word and then like the stars, and it just said people, and then it had 5 stars and only 1 star was shaded in. That was it.
And that was it. No description.
No, just people, 1 star. And I was like, I need that fucking t-shirt.
I saw somebody the other day out in public and for our international listeners, there was a store here called Bath and Body Works. Is that store still around?
You know what? I think it.
Oh no,
might
it's
be.
Bed Bath and Beyond that went out of business.
Yeah, or as I used to call it, Bed Bath and Biatch.
I called it Bed Bath and Way Beyond. Because remember, do you remember that movie about the guy who gets like a remote control and can like rewind time and stuff? What the hell was that movie? It was like
That's a
what
lot
was
of
that?
movies.
It was a stupid movie. What was it? Bed Bath and Way Beyond. It was
Well, that's
from
not what it's from.
what the heck is it from? The Other Guys. Was that really it? No. Wasn't it like that movie where he like meets God and God is Morgan Freeman?
Again, that could have been a lot of movies.
No, it's an
Um,
Adam Sandler movie. Oh shoot. But anyway, he finds a remote Click was the name of the movie.
there we go.
He,
Okay.
he's in it's such a stupid movie. Adam Sandler's like married to Kate Beckinsale, which like okay, yeah, right. And then he goes to the store Bed Bath and Beyond and he finds this section that says Way Beyond, and like Morgan Freeman is back there and he's God and he gives him like a remote control so he can rewind things. So it'd be like he does something stupid, he's like and he can like rewind time. What a stupid premise for a movie.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Adam Sandler bought a house off of that movie.
Oh, most definitely. Probably had all his buddies in the movie just to have a good time. But me and Jen would always call it Bed Bath and Way Beyond because how stupid that movie was. But anyway, I saw a woman wearing a shirt that said, instead of Bath and Body Works, it said Back and Body Hurts. And I was like, the older I get, the more stuff like that kind of makes me laugh.
Oh, it's just like that. Do you remember that? Did I send the picture to that to the group a while ago of the T-shirt I got my brother with the Metallica logo, only it said sciatica.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a picture of the two of us, and I was wearing like my Elite Physical Therapy T-shirt from when I had my arm, what was it? My how come I can never remember my forearm thing? Like, what is that? My tendonitis.
Elbow or tendonitis?
My tendonitis and everything. So we're both like, yep, we're middle aged now.
Yep.
let's take a
Come
picture
long
and
way
document
since
it.
stealing each other's candy necklaces.
which I have. I have the memento that Scott sent me right back there.
It's a candy necklace.
Yep, it shall never be eaten. I shall always cherish it.
Oh, you just got blurry. All right, yeah. So I was just out. We just had. I just grilled some chicken and boiled some potatoes and made a salad, and we just ate out on the patio. I made myself a nice martini, so I'm feeling great. I'm feeling very excited to be reviewing yet another Deep Purple song with my buddy John.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what one martini does to me.
What makes you like me?
Too
Jerk.
many martinis. It was only one, I swear.
No, that sounds.
I
sounds like a
I
great
should blow a
time.
breathalyzer right now to just show you that how I'm feeling.
That is going to be on the menu when I come out for the Deep Purple show.
A breathalyzer or martinis or
Well,
both.
well, I mean both. If it's going to be if the night goes successfully, both.
Do you like martinis?
You know, I haven't had one in a while. I'm more of a wine drinker these days.
Wine.
But,
We got plenty of wine. We'll take care of you. Wine,
know.
beer, martinis, mixed drinks, whatever you
But I
want.
mean,
we got
if
it.
you're going like, hey, we're having some martinis, I'm like, hey, I'll have one. What you like? Prime me up first, like, because once I start drinking,
Oh
then
yeah, well,
after
I
a
know
while,
that.
I'll drink
Give John a half a bottle of wine, and then anything's off. He'll be in the
drink
bathroom
anything.
drinking the isopropyl alcohol. Go.
I'll be drinking anything. Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, we are here once again to do, and as part of our breezy summer format, to randomly pick and review a Deep Purple song. But before we do that, we of course want to remind you that the Deep Purple podcast is 100% listener supported and ad free. So, if you listen to the show, you get some value of it. It keeps you company while doing the dishes or doing your commute. You can give us some value back by becoming a patron on Patreon or on PayPal for as little as $1 a month. Help support the show. Help support us buying a ticket for John to join us at the Deep Purple show here in scenic Highland Park, Illinois in August.
Yeah, plane ticket would be preferable because it's probably more expensive at this point.
Yeah, probably considerably.
Yikes.
Yikes. Oh, boy. Make sure to do that. As a patron, you get access to our patrons-only Discord channel. Lots of chat in there today. As we record this, they just announced that the new deep... This is going to be so old when this comes out. Should I even mention it? I'm going to mention it anyway. Even though people are going to be like, you guys already reviewed that album. But they just announced the new single, and you can listen to it on some Spanish language website. And it features Keith Urban, which I was not expecting. But it's pretty good. It reminds me of I'm the Slime by Frank Zappa, which you may have already heard me talk about on our Splat review a couple weeks ago. All right. You get access to our live stream episodes, which we haven't done a live stream in a bit. We need to do that when we come to our live episodes or live album review episodes. You get links to our submissions for all of our album rankings episodes. The next one coming up is, of course, Come Taste the Band. And you get access to our Too Hot for YouTube forbidden episodes via Patreon. If our videos get banned, we put them on Patreon because apparently they don't care. And they let us put our banned videos on there. So as stated, coming up, Deep Purple 2026 North American tour with Kansas, Mansfield, Massachusetts. John will not be there, but a bunch of patrons will. August 13th, and then August 25th, Highland Park, Illinois. It sounds like John will be there, figuring out the logistics. Rich is maybe coming, and I haven't heard from Mark or Pete yet, but Ryan M. will be there. Pete from Illinois will be there. Who else is going to be there?
All sorts of peeps.
All sorts of people.
All sorts of Deep Purple fans.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. Okay. So speaking of patrons, we're going to thank our first level, which is our executive level patrons, coming in at the executive level at the in memoriam tier, the wonderful late Gerald, Jerry Kelly and family. We think about you every day. At the $25 Uncommon Man tier, we have Mr. Ovis Nakvi. At the 20 is Plenty tier, we have Alan. At the 10-pound Good Doctor tier, Dr. Mike Catan. At the Turn It Up to $11 tier, Clay Wambacher, Frank Teelgaard Mortensen, Mikkel Steen, Will Porter, PhDPP, Michael, do not, under any circumstances, call him Bradford Bagford. At the $10 Someone Came tier, Ryan M., Jeff Bryce, Victor Campos, better call Saul Evans.
I'm so impressed they threw in this baby. Signed by the one and only Richie Blackmore.
And Peter from Illinois. At the 8-pound lesser-known patrons tier, Mr. Robert Smith, not the Robert Smith from The Cure. Sorry to disappoint everybody. And at the Deep Thoughts by John Matola tier, the one and only Fielding Fowler. Oh, sorry.
Deep Thoughts by John Matola.
Wow, what a great show this was.
Feelings on fire tonight.
What a great patron jingle that was. And our Deep Purple Podcast Hall of Fame, starting with
Rich Yangui Shaylo. Who the hell is that?
Jorg Planer and Norman Weichelbaum. Thank you so much to all of you for your generous support of the Deep Purple Podcast. All right, John. Now is the moment. So John was looking at the spreadsheet before we got going, and I did a little change to the spreadsheet. So John noted that in the spreadsheet where we where the Purple Pewter 3000 picks our random song, he noticed a picture of John Lord from the Saraband cover going, shh. And he said, what the hell is that doing there? I said,
Who the hell is that?
That's John Lord. And he said, what is that? And I said, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. So the idea is I'm going to turn I figured out a way to make it so we both see the same random pick, which we've been talking about the last few episodes. Right. Now, I'm going to program it in so that when you click on John Lord going, shh, because he's keeping the random secret, then it will it'll program the thing. So I couldn't get it working yet before this episode. So there's a big purple box covering the new spot where the random song is going to show up. So what we're going to do is, and this would be John's turn, but since John can't do it, I have to run this special script on my end that's going to generate a random song, and it's going to be behind that purple box. So what I'm going to do is fire up the purple pewter, and then when I tell you, you can click on the purple box and remove it, and behind it you will be revealed what the random song pick is. Does that make sense?
So what is John Lord doing over there again?
Well, he will eventually become a button that you press. You click on John Lord, and he will generate the random song.
Okay.
But since I couldn't program that in yet, I just have a big purple box covering where it's going to be.
Okay.
It's like, it reminds me of one time Paul got me a gift, our buddy Paul, and he didn't wrap it, so he just put a blanket on it, and then when I came in, he just went, wow, and he like revealed it. So I'm kind of using that philosophy.
You know, my brother did something similar one time. I think when we were younger for like my birthday or Christmas, is he had a gift for me, and he had on these big baggy pants, and he just shoved it down his pants, and then he just like pulled it out, and he's like, "There you go."
There you go.
I'm like,
lightly crotch sweated.
Like, you keep it.
Yeah, right. I hope it wasn't food.
I think it was like a record album.
I got you a baguette.
Heyo.
Heyo. All right. So I will fire up the purple pewter, and then you, when I tell you, can remove the purple box and tell us.
So what do I just like click and hold and just pull it down?
Yeah, I think you click on it and it should show up like
just one click.
Like an image, like with the the squares around it, and then you can just drag it off and it'll show you what the song is. All right. So here we go, firing up the purple pewter 3000.
Hello, Commander. Computer reporting.
All right. And the special song is...
Yes.
Oh, can you see it? Oh,
yeah.
I see it now. Oh, okay. What is it?
Might Just Take Your Life from Burn.
Oh, my goodness. That is a fine selection. I wasn't sure if I would see the purple box move. It just was a little delayed, but wow. Okay, great.
All right, good. It worked.
Track from Burn.
Love it.
Might Just Take Your Life. All right.
I'm excited about this one because it's one of my favorites.
Yes, that's a fantastic revelation. So initial thoughts, Might Just Take Your Life.
Well, I just gave them. I'm excited. I'm excited. I was like, I think it's interesting the way we're doing, the albums now, where we're focusing more on the lyrics, which, I know we weren't planning it to be like that. We're doing the start stop, and we're doing a little bit of the music, but we're focusing more on like, what does this song mean? But I'm always excited to hear this song. And I'm actually, the first thing I thought was like, oh, good, because like I never I've like rocked along to the song forever, and I am not really sure what it's about. So
yeah, same thing, right? I'm not like, it's fun kind of trying to guess what the intention was. And in some things, like they just throw things and parts into songs with no real intention, right? But then people start to analyze and think what they are. But yeah, it is interesting that we've talked about the music, but yeah, it's cool to come at this from the angle of what is this really about? Like, what are the lyrics about, as well as the instrumentation. So this is cool because obviously Burn comes out. It's the third lineup of Deep Purple, yet the Mark II lineup is what most fans know at this point. They are greeted with the absolute barn burner of all barn burners, the title track, and then all of a sudden it goes into this song, and you're like, whoa, okay. So now that we've survived that onslaught of the initial song, what is the rest of this album going to be like? So this is kind of an interesting and important track in that regard. Is like, whoa, where are we going from here? Was that just a really great opening track and the rest is going to be a bunch of nonsense? Or are they going to keep it up with some really great stuff? And this is obviously a big departure in tone from the opening track, but still a really great one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm excited about this one too. It's our first Mark III song. Our first song from Burn. So this should be really good. So, all right. Well, while you guys think about, I don't know. I don't know where to put the patron jingles anymore. We had a really good system in our old episode, so I don't even know where to put them. We tried to do it halfway through the last song and it ended up being almost at the end, and who knows? Should I just do it now?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do it now. The next level of patrons, of course, we've already done our executive level. We're going to thank our core level patrons at the $6.99, the Nice Price Plus tier. We have Spike the Rock Cat's Ghost and Sugar Tea. At the episode $6.66 tier, we have Steve Coldwell.
I hardly know you. Where do you think I'm from? Manville?
Arthur Smith.
Getting support from the patron Arthur Smith.
Charles Meadows. At the $6.65 Almost Evil tier, Kenny Wymore, Richie Sucksmith, and Sarah Jane.
My Sarah Jane.
At the 70 Norwegian kroner tier, we have Kai Runa, Yes, I'm Norwegian Olsen. At the $5.99, the Nice Price tier, Mr. Adrian Hernandez.
Hernandez error.
Hey. Who the hell are you?
And is the Adrian? Oh yeah, if you look behind me, above the QRD diffuser, well, I guess it's kind of blurred out, but that is Adrian Hernandez's original artwork that he sent me years ago, which is designed to be viewed with a black light, and yeah, it's the little the photos from Perfect Strangers, but did a really nice job with that. At the €5 and I'm sorry. At the 60 Krona Scandinavian Nights tier, let's see if he's going to be a DJ this time. Newt Morton Johansson. So there's got to be a reason that's not working. Haven't figured it out yet. At the £4 Lucy 4 tier, I don't have any Mark III from Lucy, but we've got...
I'm alone here with empty nest, eagles and snow.
And Duncan Leask. I like the clanking in the background on what Lucy's singing. It makes me think like it was done over breakfast. Like it's like a orange juice or cereal or something.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like when Pops reads Rich's name and he was obviously watching the news.
Yeah, you hear the news in the background.
And you're like, could you get him to do it again with no background noise? And I'm like, ain't gonna happen.
No. You'll be like, Pops, can you read this? He'll just be like totally zoned out, staring into the middle distance.
It'd be like, no, if I did be like, Pops, can you read this? He'll look at me. He's like, why? Are you gonna put this on the internet? He gets suspicious very quickly.
Did he say that to you before you were doing a podcast?
Yeah. Well, because I used to put,
you're gonna share this on the fakes books.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I mean, Pops would say stuff, and I would used to like put Pops quotes on like on Facebook, which
you gonna put them on the Instagrams.
He's like, and he didn't like it, you know.
He didn't like it when you shared stuff on social media.
No, he said, "Take me off the internet," you know, just
take me off the internet.
He's like, "Don't put me on there." Well, you know why? Because I would have like cousins and stuff like that, and they'd be like, you know, Pops would talk. He'd say, "Hey, Uncle John, we saw like what John wrote about you on Facebook." It's don't put me on there.
Don't put me on that Facebook.
It's like, why? What are you laughing at me? It's like, no, with you.
Well, he's right to be suspicious. Honestly, I think we get, we used to give like baby boomers a little more of a hard time about that sort of thing, but now I'm like, no, I'm kind of with them. We should be suspicious.
Yeah.
And at the $5 money lender tier, John Convery, German Heindel, Jesper Alman, Alexi the Perfect Stranger, Slepikoff, Kev Roberts, Scott Zerns, Cynthia Doobie, Raf Calf,
My Czechoslovakian is not so good.
Coyote Bongwater, John Maselli for real this time,
Big Bang Theory.
Jelly Bean, Evan Robeson, Purple Swede. Where the heck's Purple Swede? There he is. Wait, no.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
Ralphie Lee.
I'm not a rich man, and I'm not your friend, Rich, either.
And Joe Dopefish Sigler. Thank you so much to all of you for your generous support of the Deep Purple podcast. All right, John, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Our first Mark III song. And I don't know, let's get right into it. Might Just Take Your Life. So, what do you think of that intro?
I love that intro. Every time it comes on, I'm always like, I always get excited for the whole song. I'm like, yes. And it's what's awesome about it is it's like the main riff is a John Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when everybody kicks in, it's like the guitar too, but I like that they didn't start out with the guitar, that, the drums kind of coming in like a little sparse, Coverdale on the side, kind of just grooving a little bit. Like you hear them like,
when you think about that, there's not a lot of songs where John is like the main riff that starts it out. You've got this, you've got Knocking at Your Back Door, Perfect Strangers, but the ones where he is are like, they're really great ones.
But I mean, even like, even like Knocking at Your Back Door, it's like he intros the song, but that's not like really the riff. You know what I mean? Like this is the riff. It's like repetitive through the whole song. So it's like there's just something about after Burn when Burn ends and then this one kicks in. It's like there's that feeling of just like, here we go. We're getting into the album. Like we're getting into the next song, which is like already awesome. Like I can't wait. So
yeah, and it's like I always try to put myself in the mindset of what it would have been like to have come up with Deep Purple, and this is the first time you're hearing this new lineup, and I can't because, that being said, I listened to Mark II for a bit before. I think it was with you that I really got turned on to Mark III. I mean, me and Paul would listen to Mark II stuff, and I loved it, and then you introduced me to, I want to say I heard California Jam before I heard any of this. And it was just like, what is this? This is amazing, but it's not, it's different, but also kind of the same. So imagine just hearing this and just having that skeptical or just kind of like, that sense of discovery of what's this new lineup come. But I can't imagine just listening like with that skeptical eye being, oh yeah, no Gillan and Glover. Like, let's see what you got. And then being like, oh shit, they got it. They got something here. This is amazing. And I love that the Coverdale does like warming up. But of course this was inspired by Chest Fever, the song by the band, which if you listen to it, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. I don't know much about the band, but I've heard that song and said, yep, that's, I could understand how it was inspired by it. But that's the great thing about being inspired by a song, but then just taking it to the next level. So we got some great organ intro and then Ian Pace throwing in those drums towards the end of it. And let's see, now that the whole band kicks in, let's see where, I love saying, let's see where it goes from here as if we don't know. So here we go. It's really cool that you're getting that. The thing that Coverdale was humming was the bass line of the organ. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. He keeps kind of doing that, and I've never really picked up on that before. And you get the hard panned tambourine on the one left channel there.
Yeah, it's great, and it's one of those riffs that you don't mind hearing it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I love this long intro, just to hear it build up to the first verse.
I wonder, like, when I hear something like that, there's something similar on Equals One, and I can't off the top of my head think of which song it is. But where you hear it and you say, oh, like Coverdale is just humming along to get his groove because he's heard this before and he knows what the organ is doing. Doom, 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 doom. He knows it's doing that. But it probably wasn't necessarily meant to be recorded or left in, but they did. And there's a similar thing on Equals One with Gillan and a lot of other stuff where he goes like bow ba da ba da boo, like you can tell he's just singing what the instrumentation is going to be because he's heard the song so many times. Who knows how many takes he's done. But that's cool. It gives it a really cool life. All right, we're about to get into lyrics, so we both have our lyrics sheets open. What the hell is this song about? What is going to save your life? If you're new to the show, you might not know this, but me and John are kind of dummies when it comes to listen to lyrics. We don't ever really listen. So even though we've heard the song a million times, we're going to kind of take a little bit more of a critical look at the lyrics now that we're getting into them. I don't know if I can figure it out from that verse.
I don't know. I think maybe I can.
Okay.
I mean, at least I got a sense of it.
All right.
So from what I get from the first verse here is that it's about. I mean, if we're like thinking about like maybe Coverdale's point of view, or maybe it could be the whole band, is just like fame, or like being recognized because he's like.
Yeah.
I got more than I asked for, which is being in Deep Purple.
Right, the whole Cinderella sort story of Coverdale joining Deep Purple, which was like kind of like a completely out of left field thing. Nobody expected it, and he went from selling clothes and Redcar to being lead singer of what was at the time like one of the biggest bands in the world.
Yeah, and I mean the things that I got is like old man shaking dice down on the street trying to make a living somehow. So it's just like he's obviously talking about the things that maybe people that struggle are doing to make some money, but he's really sure about getting things sorted out for himself, and he's getting ready right now to be like to pursue his dream. So to me that's like he's kind of thinking about his own journey to like fame and financial like success.
Yeah, because he would have been 21, 22 at this point. Like an incredible. It really is one of the biggest like Cinderella stories of just somebody. The only thing I can think of that's comparable, and I'm sure there's other stuff that I just don't know. What is it? Journey that's got that like Filipino guy that like singing for them and is just like,
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
like he was just like he was a singing in a Journey cover band, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, you want to be the singer for Journey?" It's like one of those things as a kid or a teenager or even as an adult you'd fantasize about, right? Like you're in the crowd and they're like, "Come on, you come on up, and you're gonna be the singer now." Whoa, this like crazy story. And not even necessarily that he was a huge Deep Purple fan, but he sent in this crappy rehearsal tape and ends up becoming the new singer for this band. It's just it is an amazing story. But yeah, that makes sense. Like old man shaking dice down on the street, it's pretty cool. Like I never really looked at it that way, but it's like his like gratitude for what he's gotten and not taking it for granted. Mm-hmm. Do you ever see, like when I was in New York, sometimes we'd go down by like Canal Street and there would be like those legitimate guys like you'd see in movies like Three Card Monte or the Shell Game or whatever, doing that sort of stuff. And there'd always be some dumb tourist being like, "Ha ha, I'm going to get this guy."
And they never get them.
Good luck, buddy. Canal Street is wild. I don't know if it's still like that, but if it's so great being down there. Like one time, me and my some good friends of ours that actually live right next to us here, we came to visit us in New York, and we went to the Statue of Liberty because we're like, let's take you on the touristy stuff. And there was one of those, like a couple of different shysters selling sunglasses. And me and my buddy Rick were like, oh, we didn't bring any sunglasses. It's really bright today. It's a hot day. We need some sunglasses. So we made a deal with each other to see who could get the better deal on the sunglasses. And he beat me, and we like took a picture of us both wearing our sunglasses, and we were holding up, like he paid like $5 and I paid $6. So we were like holding up like the number. But I remember the thing I remember about them, they were really cheap, but they looked like Oakleys. And if you looked at them, it looked like the Oakley's logo, but when you looked close, it said Okies. So to this day, we're always like, you still got your Okies?
I love that.
I do not. They were like $5, $6.
Oh, that's just like the Seinfeld, the Willard. It's like, you got that Wizard, those Wizard computers. No, it's the Willard. It's a knockoff brand.
Nothing better than off-brand. I lived with my roommate, and his brother I went to high school with. And my roommate was a couple years older than me, but he went to like the cheap grocery store in our hometown, and his brother, who was my roommate, would always make fun of him. Was like, you go there, they don't have any brand name stuff. They don't even have milk. They have milk. And sure enough, there's a product called Milk now. It's like a nut milk or something. But I remember when I first saw that, I was like, oh my God, they actually made milk. All right, so let's get into the I guess this is the chorus. Yeah.
Yes.
You can hold me. I have told you. Might just take your life. Might just take your life.
So I guess that's the part where maybe you can enlighten me on this one. You can't hold me, I have told you. Might just take your life. What does that mean?
You're telling, you're asking me, now, I'm the expert.
You are, because you really came through on that first part. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm getting you can't hold me is
like you can't hold me back.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty self-explanatory. Might just take your life. That sounds like a threat.
You can't hold me or I'll freaking kill you.
So, because I was looking at that, while we're listening to it, I'm just like, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a metaphor for something. We don't want to read into it like it's too literal. But I'm not sure yet. Might just take your life.
Because I guess I always thought about it this song as being about maybe something being so serious that it might kill you, right? And maybe that is it. Maybe he's thinking about folks like Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix, and go down the list of people that got this level of fame that he got and are no longer with us at this point in 1974. So that could be it. It's just maybe he's saying you can't hold me back from this fame that I've achieved, but also recognizing that this might be the end of me. It's too early for it to be kind of referencing Hughes and his drug problems, because they hadn't really come to full fruition yet. It wasn't really till the next album that really happened, because it was, from everything Hughes says, it was very rapid. He got in the band, he experienced this, and then it was boom. As soon as they were on tour with this album, it just went downhill for him. Yeah,
is that maybe? I don't know, maybe might just take your life could be that this band, like this lifestyle, like the fame of being in Deep Purple, it might like claim part of your life, like that.
Or what if it is this might take your life, meaning like if I got lucky, like what he says earlier, like, I got more than I asked for, there ain't nothing I need. But for you, it might take your life to achieve or to get what I just got. Maybe not from a cocky way, but just like I realize that for you, this might be a lifelong endeavor that you never see fully. But for me, I'm lucky in that I got it all at once.
Okay, yeah, that could be it too. This is based on the first verse, and then the chorus is like it might just take your life to achieve your goals.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, he's telling the listener, instead of it like, like on the, again, like it sounds like a threat of violence on the surface, but you know, when you put it together with the lyrics, it's just like, oh, okay, maybe it means something like more inspirational.
Yeah, I always thought of it as being more negative, like it might just kill you.
Right. But I mean, this doesn't sound like a so far like a horrors of the
right,
a horrors of the the lifestyle type of song. So
yeah, because at this point he hasn't even played live with the band, right? He's writing this. It's not like it's oh yeah, the road is hard, like one of those like the Tenacious D. Have you ever heard the Tenacious D song about the road?
Yeah.
It's not like one of those things. It's like maybe it's a double meaning. Maybe it's nothing we said, but maybe it's a double meaning of like this. What I have been lucky enough to get put into could take your whole life to achieve, or it could just take your life, could kill you.
Yeah, your life is no longer yours. It's taken away.
Unfortunately,
it belongs to the road and the fans, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That too. Yeah. So, or yeah, it could be a whatchamacallit, like it's like obviously not intentional, but like a foreshadowing of what would happen with Tommy, or so many other greats.
All right.
Let's
Verse
see
2.
Where it goes from there.
I've been called by many names, and all of them have been. I can take it all the same. It's all I've ever had. I've got something that you can get, but one thing you can see. Getting there ain't easy, but it sure was hard for me.
All right. Well, I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious.
Right.
I mean, that's a very like as I'm assuming that everybody wrote this song, but I'm assuming like Coverdale was probably principal lyricist. This is like his themes are very blues based, as was a lot of the music that he liked and that he wrote and everything. So everything from the first verse, like old man shaking dice down on the street. I've been called by many names. The hard luck, ne'er do well, like tough life. Getting there ain't easy. The struggle. That's a lot of like things that are themes in like blues songs, and I feel like that's what probably influenced those lyrics. This is like somebody that's life ain't easy. Type of thing.
Yeah, but like I'm like, come on, dude, you're like what 20 at this point? I think he's 21, and you're in the biggest band in the world. Like,
yeah, but he's also like,
don't give me this about I was sure it's hard for me. Oh, this is so hard.
But I mean, he was, I feel like he was drawing from those influences, those themes, right? Like, I've been called by many names and all of them are bad. So it's just like, okay, we know that it's just like before you quote unquote made it, it's just like, you're never going to be anything. And like, you're a long haired bum and all this other stuff.
You're a
And
bum, Coverdale. You're never going to make it.
And I can take it, and I've got something you can't get. That's his talent.
Sure.
Getting there ain't easy, which it's not.
Well,
and,
for most of us.
And then
for him, I think it was easier than most, you know?
It sure was hard for me, which is basically a repeat of the previous line. So it's like, you know, he could have done without that because he said the same thing twice, essentially. But I mean, you know, it's to make the song
great,
happen.
though.
But I mean, I like the second verse too, because like I said, it's like the lyrics are really rooted in like blues themes, which is very Coverdale's lane. So
oh yeah, very bluesy guy.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like, you know, this is more his avenue because like when they were writing, you know, we found out they were writing Burn, and you know, Richie told him like, I want you to sing about like, you know, witches and stuff like that. And he's like, how the fuck do I don't know about any of this shit. So I feel like, you know, this is more in his wheelhouse. You know, this kind of lyrics, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I really I love the lyrics for the song, and it's one of those things I never really thought about honestly before today.
No, me neither.
You know, it's like I knew a lot of the lyrics, but I don't know. It's very hard to describe because like Jen is really like lyrics. She knows the lyrics to all the songs that she likes. She understands what they're about. If she liked this song, she'd be like, what are you guys, stupid? How do you not know what the song is about? So it's very hard for her to understand that. But like I know you and me and Scott all kind of, for the most part, don't really think about it. You know, like we'll sing along and we know kind of the words, but just I don't know what it is about the different mindsets on that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like by and large, like, I don't know. I feel like there are some people like, you know, they're lyrics people, right? Which I mean, there are some songs where I connect with the lyrics, but I think that there are some people that are that way a lot because, you know, the themes of the song as well as the music mean something to them. You know, they process it and they're just like, that's what makes the song great and listenable and relatable, and they want to hear it again. And then there's people like us who I think we hear the vocal as an instrument, which it is, but we don't really pay attention to what it's doing. You know what I mean? Like we listen to like the guitar, the bass, and we hear what it's doing, and we're not really thinking about like, oh, you're moving from an F sharp to an A minor and, you know, all this stuff. And it's the same thing with lyrics. Is like, you're not really listening to the themes. You enjoy the pitch and the tone and the timbre and like the blending of like the vocals when they're singing harmonies and stuff. And you're just enjoying it on that level. And I think that's what we do more. And that's where we get our enjoyment from it. Not like, oh, this song is about life on the road and Coverdale achieving success. Like, I mean, this could be about him doing his laundry, and I wouldn't give a shit. You know, it's like as if it sounded the same.
That is interesting, and it made me think of something in a way I've never thought before, which is, have you ever like heard a song and you're like, I want to learn how to play that, and then you start to play it and you're like, oh, this is like, it makes sense to me now. You know, it's like, oh, it's in this scale or this whatever, and you're like, oh, I thought it was something totally. Either like it's way more simple than you thought it was or whatever. And you're just like, oh, of course. Yeah, that's what they're doing. And but you never really thought of it in that context before. I guess it's similar with lyrics.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, let's get into the next chorus here.
You can hold me. I have told you.
So there we get almost like an almost bridge, but back into the verse with, of course, Glenn singing. And this is just more, for me, was more of a continuation of what I loved about Mark III and Mark IV, which was this interchange between Hughes and Coverdale.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that I keep saying it, the fact that these two guys got together and it wasn't planned, and their vocals work so well together in this band, and with the existing, like the tenured musicians in Deep Purple, is just like, what a beautiful thing. Yeah, what a beautiful accident to happen that they all found each other, you know?
Yeah, and it makes me wonder, like, famously, Hughes didn't get any writing credits on the song on this album originally for like contract reasons. And I think in subsequent releases he may have been included, but how much of this was written by Hughes? You know, like was that earlier part also partly written by him? Was it maybe just this part that was written by him? Because this is a little different in tone.
Yeah. I mean, even if he didn't, I mean, it's just like the fact that the way that he performed it, I mean, it's all him, you know, it's classic Hughesy. And this verse I like because it's just like on you know, other songs that we listen to where like the other vocalist comes in, or you know, it modulates or goes to a bridge or something. It's like now the theme is different, because now this part of the song is talking about either, you know, management or fans or hangers on, or like, you know, it's like, you know, someone's close behind, they never used to make a pass. So it's like, yeah, people didn't care about who I was before until I was quote unquote somebody. And now, you know, they want to be my friend. They're riding on my back. When's it going to end? So it's kind of like the, you know, almost like a cynical take on you know, getting famous or being in a famous band, you know, just like, oh, now I'm in Deep Purple, and now there's all these people that, like, you know, they didn't care about me last week, and now it's just like, oh, I want your autograph. I want to go to bed with you. I want to hang out with you. Here's some drugs, like, you know, all that kind of stuff.
It's also kind of funny though when you think about it. It's like, calm down, dude. You've been in the band for a few months. When is it going to end?
well, also another thing I think about too is when I look at the whole song, right? It feels like the theme is just about that. And if you think the whole band was writing it, I mean, you know, you have Blackmore, Lord, and Pace, who have been in the game a little bit longer than these guys. So I mean, they could have contributed that too, because I feel like almost like the lyrics could be like, well, Mark II could have written this, you know, because they were, you know, they had more time together than this lineup. But I mean, you know, the themes are still, you know, whether Coverdale and Hughes have experienced it themselves or not, like at this point, it's like the themes still ring true. So
it's interesting. Like every time I take a look, there's someone close behind. Like, I wonder, is he talking about like
Michael Myers?
And then I keep falling and be like, yeah, I don't know. Like, is it like somebody out to get his job? Is it just I mean, obviously Hughes has been around for a little longer in a band that was much smaller than Deep Purple, but he's had experience with the industry that Coverdale has not. So he probably has a little more.
That's true.
What's the word? A little more pull, experience, or whatever you want to call it, as far as actually dealing with some of these things. Although the when's it going to end is still funny to me. You know, but you know, they want to be my friend. That's relatable. It's just like, oh, now they're famous and they got money and everything, so now everybody wants to hang out with me. I mean, that's relatable. I relatable in that I can understand it. I've never really been so wealthy or popular that people are like, oh, Nate, you're the coolest. But I can understand how that would happen.
Yeah.
But it's great. And I love when it gets down, down, down. It kind of goes up. It modulates up a little bit, which makes sense for Hughes. And I think it stays in this. It must be a key change. I don't think it comes back down.
No, I don't think so.
And then goes into the chorus of Glenn and David singing together, and then goes up. It ends by going to what is it? Oops, I'm looking at the wrong song here. It goes back to them kind of repeating that opening line while I think there's solos going on. So let's hear what that sounds like. In a rare
great outro.
Song with a Lord solo, but no Blackmore solo.
Yeah, that I really noticed maybe for the first time that it's like Richie is definitely in this song, but he is more of the supporting player. He's part of the fabric because you can hear him like over in the right channel, just kind of like, doing his like slides and doing stuff that's like contributing to the overall sound of the song, but he really wasn't featured at all. I mean, you can hear him like even right before the Hughes part was a you can hear him, and that like little like 3-note like ascending thing, and it's like it's obviously Richie. You can pick out his sound anywhere, but I love that from the opening riff to like the solo, like the featured player is Lord, and he's like peak John Lord here, like classic Hammond organ sound, like awesome solo. And everything that's going on the way out, just like the high bass, like the just the rich, like huge, like vocals in the chorus, like Richie's over in the doing those slides, not a slide guitar, but he's like sliding down it because I hear him, and like the shakers and the maracas or whatever, like and the channels, like they're just like full tilt, like what a great song.
And Lord does that typical thing where he hits the wrong note, but just like like he hits that little weird note, but he's John Lord, so he gets away with it, and it sounds perfect, and I can't imagine it not being in the song. And it takes that level of self-confidence and just amazingness to be able to pull that off and just say, yeah, I hit the wrong note, it's fine. It probably was a one take for him. He's just gonna take it, and it's an amazing solo, amazing song. Just really focusing in on just this song just makes me like it even more than I already did.
Yeah, well, I mean, now looking at it from that point of view, I mean, we've discussed the music, obviously, like a while ago, and there's nothing more to add to that because it rules. But I would say that the theme of this song, like that we got it wrapped up now, is like they go out on got more than I asked for, got more than I need. That's him, like I've made it. I've achieved one of my goals. Like I've made it into a big rock band. So it's more than I asked for, more than I need, more than I ever wanted, type of thing. So I like the kind of that tried and true formula of just reaching for success and being in a band and all that kind of stuff. But then, like I said, some of the blues themes of being down on your luck and clawing for success, and then there's the part in there of like, oh, everybody just wants to be your friend when you're on top, man. Like very very 70s rock band themes to it, all kind of classic, timeless. So yeah, I agree. Now that we've kind of figured out the meaning of the song a little bit more, it's more than just me like singing along to the chorus and just being
I mean,
like,
I'll probably
they're
never
just
look at it the
words.
same way again, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I've got all that I asked for, more than I need. Like, kind of implies that he would be happy if after this album came out, that was it for him. And little did he know how much more he would have in store for him. Decades and decades more material that he would put out and even achieve higher levels of fame.
Mm-hmm.
And to a lesser extent, same with Hughes, like he might not have ever kind of gotten to this same level again, but man, the content that both of those guys put out over the next 40 years after this, 50 years after this. I mean, Hughes is still going.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, even though Hughes never really hit the same level of success that Coverdale did in, like, let's just say 87, right, which was like the height of it,
sure.
is that, this allowed him to, go through all those years being a name that could release albums and make those connections and with people where he could have amazing musicians on, and even still, like you said, make albums and tour and be doing stuff to this day. Otherwise, people would just be like, oh, it's what's his face,
Yeah. But it's pretty amazing. I mean, like, Hughes, as of recording this, like, 4 days ago, played a huge show just down the street from me, which unfortunately I didn't get to. Can you imagine, even for us, to say when we were getting into this in the early 90s, oh yeah, in 2026, Glenn Hughes is going to be playing with his band.
Yeah.
Right down the street from you. Like, I mean, I would have been like, there's no way. That's so far in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it would have seemed even more unlikely to him. But it's astonishing. And for, Coverdale has since hung it up, and I hope he's okay. But yeah, Hughes is still going. The Deep Purple guys are still going. It's just great. All right. So I will thank the next level of patrons while John fumbles with the spreadsheet. And of course, by the next level of patrons, I am referring to our foundation level patrons. Coming in at the £3.50 Deep Purple New York tier, we have Lord Longford. At the £3 Aromatic Feed tier, we have Simon Ford. At the €3.50 tier, Weston Supermare Pilgrim. And at the 293 pence tier, none other than
Blackmore Tights.
At the €3.50 Too Many Tears tier, we have Soldier of Fortune.
Too many tears.
At the $3.33 Halfway to Evil tier, Stephen Sharp. And the $3 Nobody's Perfect tier, Peter Gardeau. Ian DeRosier. Mark Roback. Stuart McCord. Ivan Fjellbu. Runar Simonson. Ruinous Inadequacies, Corey Morissette. Ashley. Adam Cork, Tim Wood, Steve Down to Earth Kohler.
Make your love.
Michael, Matt in Vegas, Leesus, Christ Superstar, and Rosedale Tom at the 19.31 Cold Hard Danish Kroner tier, Karsten Lau.
Cold Hard Danish Kroner.
And at the $1 made up name tier, the Might Just Did Take Your Life, Leaky Mausoleum, Stephen Somerville, the Concerto 1999 Fanatic, Hank the Tank, Private Eyes, Ashen Lionels, Whopper the Electric Alchemist, Anders Engstrom, ICDC, Durple Purple, David Haddam, Graham Bonnet's Disco Pants and Haircuts.
I said, Graham, our audience expects you to be a bit more dirty.
Disco pants and haircuts, yeah.
I'm just going to put my guitar across his head.
And Sick Tone.
Where is she? Where is she? Just about to close up the library.
Thank you so much to all of you for your generous support of the Deep Purple podcast. And now, time to consult our playlist spreadsheet.
Well, John's busting out the spreadsheets, and he's fumbling with the tabs. Oops, he sorted it the wrong way. Now he can't tell what is bad.
All right. John, where does Might Just Take Your Life rank in the overall? Oh, no, wait.
I was going to say, you're slipping back into our regular format.
Oh my God. The breezes have gone away.
Yeah, the breeze has gone between your ears and there's nothing there.
Yeah, exactly. I've slipped into the breeze-free regular rest of the year format. Okay.
All right. So I'm looking at these and I have a question.
Okay.
Is this like if I don't pick it, is the mixtape ours? Is like is the playlist ours or is it just mine? You know what I mean?
You're putting it on your playlist. So you can put Might Just Take Your Life on your playlist and then something can come up later. You have to pick basically. Okay, so I guess we should start by this.
Okay,
my playlist for Burn currently randomly selected is Burn and Might Just Take Your Life.
Right.
So I don't really have any decisions to make this week. John's randomly selected 2 songs from Burn.
All right.
Sail Away and You Fool No One.
All right. Well, right off the bat, You Fool No One ain't going nowhere. So that's staying right where it is. The problem is that I love Sail Away and Might Just Take Your Life. They're just like equal. Right. And I was like, and I'm looking at it, and while you're reading the patrons and everything, I'm like thinking about it in my head. I'm like, which one do I like better? And it's just like, I don't.
So, well, here's the thing.
It's hard.
You can select Might Just Take Your Life and put it on the playlist. And then when Sail Away comes up, then there's the really hard decision. Are you going to now replace Might Just Take Your Life with Sail Away? Or are you going to stay with Might Just Take Your Life?
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, the riff for Sail Away is just so good. It's like such a great. But I mean, I feel like I'm going to have to take Might Just Take Your Life and put it on there in place of Sail Away.
All right.
It edges it out by just the slightest margin today. Like You Fool No One, it could never. That's staying right the hell where it is. It's never going away. But yeah, and I feel bad about that because I love Sail Away.
See, that's the difficult thing because we can both probably find songs from Shades of Deep Purple or Slaves and Masters that we would easily trade out for Burn, but we are only allowed 2 songs per album.
I know, but it's just like it would have been easier if I got like A200.
Yes. Well, that's when you were talking earlier about diving into lyrics, we haven't gotten an instrumental yet. And that's what do we do when we get an instrumental?
I don't know.
I mean, we talk about the music, obviously, but it seems like it'll be a shorter discussion.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
A200 would be like, we'd be like, oh, that was kind of weird. And then we'll go back and play some more.
But yeah, I guess that's what makes it interesting. I had the tougher decision today.
Yeah, that was hard. Easy for me because I already have it on my playlist.
Damn it.
Yep. Well, some albums will be like that. All right. Well, that was a fun one.
It was. I enjoyed it. I got a lot out of it.
Yeah, me too. Never really, and there's going to be so many songs like that, I think, as we do this for the rest of the summer, and when we resurrect it here and there over the rest of the year, is just like how much we can know a song, or there'll be some songs we don't know as well, and we've never really thought about the lyrics.
Right.
Very cool stuff. All right. Well, that's it, John.
That's it, Nate.
That's all we got. And thank you so much. Always a pleasure listening to some new Deep Purple. New Deep Purple. Listening to some Deep Purple.
Figuring out some new stuff about old Deep Purple.
Yeah, exactly. New to us. A bunch of people are listening right now. What are these idiots? Never thought about this before? It's so obvious.
No.
But I would be interested to hear what other listeners think, whether you have not really thought about the lyrics before and are thinking about them for the first time, or if you've been thinking about them for decades and you're like, well, this is how I always viewed it, and that's how I always viewed it, which is the cool thing about music, is we can interpret it, both the music and the lyrics, in our own way, in a way that's personal to us. So,
yes.
All right. Well, John, I will see you next week, and we'll be back at you with another song. But what's that song going to be?
You'll see.
All right.
Time to breeze on out of here.
Time to breeze on out of here and enjoy the wonderful weather outside. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
If you like the Deep Purple podcast and would like to support the show, please consider joining our Patreon or donating on PayPal. Patrons get full access to the podcast, Discord server, ratings, spreadsheets, and live stream invites. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts to help new people discover the show. You can follow the show on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, or Threads. You can also check out the website at deeppurplepodcast.com for show notes and more. Contact us via email at John or Nate at deeppurplepodcast.com. Thanks for listening.